hope you're all doing well on this bright, sunny, glorious day. Today's video is a little bit of a different one. I thought I would film a get ready with me. What are they called? 0 to 100 get ready with me. I've had a few people message me asking what products I use makeup wise and also how I create these curls. So I just thought I would film as I'm going out for a meal tonight. So I just thought I'd bring you guys along to get ready with me as well. I just want to start by saying I am no expert in hair, makeup or skincare. Certainly not. I'm not even one of these people that's like obsessed with makeup or anything like that. I just sort of do my own thing with it. You'll see when I do it how basic I actually am, but that's just how I do it and that's how I find works for me. So in about 5 seconds time you are going to see me looking an absolute state, but if you would like to stick around and see how I created this makeup look and also these sort of bouncy curls, then do keep on watching. And if you are excited, then please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you when I definitely don't look like this in 3, 2, 1. Had a little bit of a chill down the sofa, to be fair, because I've had a little bit of a headache, so I've literally just been lounging around on the sofa, hence why I look like this. So as you can see, I've got no makeup on at the moment and my hair is just chucked up on my head. Don't actually know if I've brushed it today, but we're going to change all of that. So I'm going to start off by doing my hair because I'm feeling a curly hair look today, and if I do my hair first, as I'm doing my makeup, my curls can be sort of cooling and setting, and then I can brush them out at the end. So as always, I am going to be using the Molly-mae Beauty Works curling wand. My hair really needs washing, but do you know what? I feel like this is going to be a good thing because I do find sometimes that when you have really freshly washed hair, it doesn't go as well. So let's hope I'm right in that. Let's hope it goes well. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this. But what I'm going to do first then is I'm just going to brush my hair through just while the curlers are warming up. And then after that I'm going to put some heat protection. I'm just going to move you back a little bit just so you can see, or hopefully see, my full hair. That's a little bit better. Okay, so the heat protection spray that I always use is this Got To Be one. It smells really nice and it protects up to 220 degrees, which I think is really good. So I just spritz my hair with this. I am one of these people that actually likes my hair chucked on top of my head while I'm getting ready. But when you are going for the curly look, because like I say, your curls need to cool and set, I do find that this just works the best way for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pin them all up. If I'm really honest, I do sometimes do that, but it's very rare. I just don't have the patience to do that all the time. So instead, as you can see, I've sectioned half of my hair and then I go ahead and section each side like so. Wow, I look cool. And then I'm just going to go around and sort of curl that side, and then I'll obviously bring this one down and do the same. So what I always do when I curl my hair is always curl it away from your face. You'll have heard this literally time and time again from so many different people, but it really does just make the curls look so different when you curl them away from your hair. So as you saw then, all I did was just sort of wrap my hair around the curling wand, and then I tend to leave it for around 10 to 15 seconds, should we say, depending on how much hair. So because then I had like the front sections, I didn't leave it for as long just because it's like delicate bits of hair, you know, on the front, and I find that it snaps quite quickly. I don't like to put too much heat around sort of the front of my hair. And then all I'll do is I will literally just do the same thing going right the way around my head. Now what I do find as well is using smaller sections of hair, not too small, I'll show you in a second, but by using smaller sections I just think that the hair curls nicer and tighter. Like when you use too thick of sections, it tends to drop quicker, I find. So I like to use quite small sections, and then once I've done that I just let it drop like so. So section wise I would say probably about that. So it's not really thin, but it's also not really thick. And then like I say, literally just wrap it around the curling wand like so and wait for around 10 to 15 seconds.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. this world apart to let you in. My friends say the time's running out, so take the chance. Make a move, 'cause this door won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart? 'Cause I know I need a start to let you in. When it's over, I will see what I've done. Letting go too soon. Oh, I'd be stronger if you just step right in. 'Cause I need a start to let you in.
So I've curled all of my hair. As you can see, I look like Curly Sue. What I'm going to do whilst I do my makeup is I'm just going to put 2 of these clips in. I literally just got these from Primark. These are just really good because they don't put kinks in your hair. So I'm just going to clip my hair out of my face. And then what we'll do, these will just sort of be cooling as I am doing my makeup, and then we'll brush them out at the end. Now, one thing that I do just want to say as well is, most of the time when I curl my hair, I actually use straighteners. I only ever really tend to use curlers, and it's, you know, an occasion like I'm going out for a meal, or I'm maybe going on date night or something like that. But like day to day, if I'm just curling my hair, I do it with straighteners. If you do want to see that, then do let me know in the comments down below, and I'll happily film sort of a curling tutorial with straighteners too, if it's something you'd all like to see. So what I'm going to do now is my makeup. I'm just going to put all my hair to the back and get comfortable, and I'm just going to sort of bring you in a little bit closer to me so that you can see my face. Wow, we really are up close and personal. Before we actually get on to makeup, I do just want to say I am not a professional in makeup, hair, anything like that. In fact, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. I just blag my way through it and do what works for me. If I'm really honest, I'm not even one of these girls that is really into makeup and gets all like the newest, latest palettes and stuff. That's just not me. I do like to do my makeup, but I'm very basic with the way that I do it. So this makeup that we're about to do now is nothing out of the ordinary. Trust me when I say that. But before I did just start with my makeup, I have sort of cleansed and toned my skin earlier on. But the moisturiser that I tend to use in the day is this. Now, clearly I need to buy a new one because I'm running out. But I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's the CeraVe. Is that how you say it? But this one has SPF 25 in it, so I use this on a morning. And then I've got a different one for the night which doesn't have SPF in. But I always use a moisturiser with SPF in, especially in the day, because it's so important for your skin that you use sun cream or use a moisturiser with SPF in it. Again, no skin specialist, but that is something that everybody knows. It's really, really important to use SPF. Now, before we get started with my makeup, I just want to talk about my skin. So for those of you that have been around since the start, you will know that I did go through a little bit of a skin journey. So for me, I've never ever had a problem with my skin growing up, ever. I've never been one of these people that suffered from acne. Don't get me wrong, I've had a few hormonal spots. Like everybody, I do get spots, but I've never been somebody that suffered with it really, really bad. And then last year, probably when we started to go on lockdown, to be fair, my skin just broke out and it was really, really bad. Probably the worst it's ever been in my life. And obviously it was a shock because I'm not used to it. And for those of you that do struggle with acne or even struggle with your skin, you'll know the feeling, but it just makes you feel so rubbish about yourself. But saying that, my skin has come a long way, so it's not perfect. You can still see I've got the blemishes and it's far from perfect. But what I will say with my skin is it has improved so much. So just to give you a little bit of background for those of you that are new, basically when it got bad last year, I tried everything. I tried all the skincare stuff under the sun, spent an absolute fortune on skincare because I really just wanted my skin to improve because it was really making me feel so low. Which I know is stupid to let your skin make you feel like that, but for those of you that do struggle with it, you'll know how it is. So yeah, I spent all the money in the world trying to get all these skincare products, tried literally everything, and it just wasn't improving. So in the end I actually went to the doctors. Now when I say went, we were obviously in lockdown last year, so I sent pictures to my doctors online of my skin, and they got back to me and said, yeah, we can prescribe you with some cream and some tablets. So I was like, perfect, okay, brilliant. She said if after 6 months it doesn't clear or it's not really doing much, come back and let us know and I can put you on something stronger. So I was like, okay, perfect. So I started using the tablets and the moisturiser, and okay, they probably developed a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like it made a drastic improvement. However, alongside using the tablets and the cream that the doctors gave me, I did a lot of research into skin and tried a few different products because they're things that people had recommended for acne and scarring and things like that. So I have been using sort of those products for a while now, and my skin has took a turn so much. It's improved dramatically. I generally do believe it was the products that I started using, and I didn't end up going back to the doctors for stronger tablets because it's just improved. And like I said, I think it's because of my skincare routine. If you would like to see sort of an updated skincare routine, do let me know in the comments down below and I'll happily film one for you. But at the minute, what I'm struggling with now, so my spots have kind of gone. I know you're probably thinking, Ellie, you can see them here. Most of that is actually scarring, so most of my spots have gone. Like if you go like this across my skin, it's quite smooth. It is mainly now scarring and like imperfections. So what I'm trying to sort of work out now is how to get rid of the scarring. So I've got some products that I am trying, but obviously you need to use them for quite a while before you actually start to see the results. So I will let you know how I get on with that, but we're on a little bit of a different journey now just to try and get rid of these. But if anybody does know how to get rid of scarring or anything like that, then please do let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to know, but I will keep you updated on that one. So, makeup. Let me tell you, my makeup bag needs a very good clear out. So like I said, we started off with the moisturiser with SPF in. Now in regards to foundations, look, I am a firm lover of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I absolutely love this stuff. However, I do find that it is quite a matte look, and I'm not about the matte look on my skin. I like it to look quite dewy. So when I first purchased this and I started to use it, I felt like it felt a little bit cakey on my skin and did look a little bit too matte for my liking. So what I started to do was mix this with a highlighter, and it's changed the game, and now it is my favourite again. But saying that, I did just want to show you a cheaper foundation, which I also really love. The Ordinary foundations are also fantastic. I personally like the Light Coverage Serum foundation. You can get the full coverage one, which I also have, but I just like the serum one, especially in the summer. Probably this full coverage one is better for the winter time. But it's just a really lightweight foundation, which you don't feel like you've got anything on your skin. So if it is just sort of general day to day, then I will tend to use this one. But if I am going out for a meal or on a night out or something like that, then I'll tend to use this one. So it just totally depends. In the Ordinary one, I usually get 2.1p, and that is perfect for when I've got a little bit of a tan, so it's perfect for the summer. And in the Charlotte Tilbury one, I get 7.5 neutral. That's the one I get in this. So for highlighter, I use this one. I'm actually quite embarrassed to show you because it's such a mess. That definitely needs cleaning, but I've just found it on the website because all of the stuff's rubbed off it. But it's called the L'Oreal Paris Glow Mon Amour Liquid Highlighting Drops, and I always get them in the shade Champagne. These cost £9.99, and honestly, it's such a lovely highlighter. So I mix those together to create like a really nice dewy sort of look. All I do is literally put a little bit of that all over my face, because for me, the glowier the better. And then with the foundation, sorry if I'm looking over there, I'm just looking into the mirror because knowing me, this is where I get it all over my clothes and all over my carpet. Okay, so as you've seen, I've literally just put these here, here, here and here, and then I get a damp beauty blender. Now this has actually just been cleaned, so it's perfect. I don't actually need to go dampen it. Also, big tip for you here with beauty blenders: when it comes to cleaning beauty blenders, I am that person that tried absolutely everything to try and find the best way to clean my beauty blender. I tried the putting it in the microwave trick, if any of you have ever heard of that before. I also tried the cleaning it with your makeup cleaner. Honestly, I googled it and I tried pretty much everything there is to know. And for me, the best way I have personally found to clean my beauty blenders is just to put it on the wash on the highest heat possible, so either a 90 or a 60. And honestly, they come out brand new. They come out as good as new. I'm not even joking, like this has just come out of the washing machine now. As you can see, it's perfect. So definitely try that with your beauty blenders, because honestly they come out looking like brand new. But then what I'll do, any sort of imperfections I've got, so like for me I can see like a few here and here as well, and then a bit on my forehead, I will just go on and just put a tiny bit more foundation on the bits where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, and then just dab them in a little bit more, like so. And I just find that, like I say, by mixing the highlighter and the foundation together, it does create a really nice sort of dewy base. Now, don't get me wrong, it's obviously not really dewy, but as you can see here, look, you can just sort of see like a pop of highlight on my face. Whereas if you just use the Charlotte Tilbury foundation on its own, then it's a little bit more matte, like I say. So if you do like the matte finish, then obviously do it without the highlighter. But if you like a little bit more of a, I say a dewy look, I know my face doesn't look really mega dewy, but like a dewy look like I've got, then that's a really good trick to do. Okay, so once all of that is blended in, I will then go in with my concealer. And again, I'm really embarrassed to show you this concealer because it's absolutely filthy. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinity. I get it in the shade CO.05. I will pop all of this in the description box below just in case anybody wants to buy anything. But like I say, I'm really ashamed to show you this because it's absolutely filthy. But do you know what? Don't fix what's not broke. Like, what's the point in getting a new one when I've still got some left in it just because it's a little bit mucky? Maybe I could clean it. Maybe I will clean it. My whole makeup bag needs a clean, to be fair. And then all I'll do is I'll go in with the exact same beauty blender and just dab again. I am just going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. And like so, just dab it all in. Honestly, what did we all do before beauty blenders? Does anybody remember when those silicone beauty blenders came out and they were like a thing? Did anybody try that? I was one of those people that tried it and I really just could not get on board with it. Let me know how you felt about them. I just think there's nothing better than your standard beauty blender for everything. For all of your makeup, I just think it's amazing. Obviously not your bronzer and stuff, but I just think they're such a good tool to have in your makeup bag. Okay, so that's the concealer done. Next thing I'll go in with my bronzer. Now, I don't actually use a powder to sort of set under my eyes and my face and stuff. Obviously not my face because, like I said, I don't want it to be too matte, but I've just never been one of these people that gets on with powders. I feel like when you put them on your face, it feels so cakey and I just do not like the feel of it. And I feel like as well when you put powder on, you can tell you've got makeup on, and I don't like that feeling. Now, this is going to be very controversial, but I bought the Laura Mercier translucent powder probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and it's still literally more or less full to the brim. I don't really like it. I'm not a fan, and like I said, I know that's very controversial because I know people absolutely rave about this powder, but I really am just not a fan. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of powder in general, but I'm just not bothered. I'm really not bothered by it, which I know some of you are probably going to be like, what? But no, sorry. Now moving on to bronzer. Again, cheap drugstore products. I have 2 bronzers which are my favourite, and trust me when I say that I've tried so many different bronzers. Higher end priced ones, lower priced ones, I've tried them all. I always revert back to one of the 2 that I love. So the first one that I love is the Primark bronzer. It's the foundation pressed powder, and it's in the shade Toffee that I get. Still got the sticker on, so as you can see, it only costs £2. But honestly guys, I know you're meant to probably change these every 12 months. Oh, 24 months for this. That's good because I've had this about a year and look how much is left. This is probably my favourite. If I had to pick one bronzer, this one would be the one. I absolutely love it. And although mine's broke, you do get sort of like a mirror with it as well, which I love because it's really good for sort of on the go. But then another bronzer that I like, which I don't actually have any of at the minute, but I've just found it on the Look Fantastic website, is the Rimmel London one. And it's just that one there. That's also a really good bronzer, and that costs £4. So £2 and £4, you really can't go wrong. But we're going to go with the Primark one today. This brush that I've got here, I don't know, Real Techniques 400 it says on it. if that helps anybody, but it's just a really fluffy one. And all I would do is I'll just sort of pat that onto my cheeks. I'm not one of these people that sort of smudges it onto my cheek. I sort of like to pat like that, and then I'll do the same on the other side too. And then I also like to put some down my nose because I feel like it just gives that really nice sun-kissed look. And then a little bit round the top of my head as well. And then always just down the neck too. And that is all I will do with the bronzer. But honestly, if you've not tried the Primark bronzer, get to know, it is so good, and for £2 you really can't go wrong. Like I say, in the shade Toffee 10. And then what I also like to do, and this, I say it's a new thing, probably like 9 months now, but I also like to go in with a blusher. And again, you will be happy to know this is a Primark blusher which cost me £1. I can't even tell you the shade. In the Pink, is that the shade? It says In the Pink at the bottom, so I'm guessing that's the one. Again, the bit here has fallen through, but for £1. Again, I've had this quite a while, not as long as the bronzer, but I just like to tap that with the same brush. I know you probably shouldn't do this, but I said at the start, I'm not a makeup guru. I know you should probably use 2 different brushes for your bronzer and your blusher, but not me. So I just like to pat that, and then I will literally pat that onto my cheeks, and again, just a tiny little bit on. Okay guys, sorry, my battery just died as we were blushing up. So I finished the blusher anyways. Like I said, I just put it a bit on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose as well. I love blusher. I never was a big lover of blusher until, like I say, a few months ago, and now I love it. Whew, I'm out of breath now from running downstairs for that new camera battery. But that is pretty much it for my face. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the highlights that were mixed in with the foundation. And I like to just put a few drops there, right at the top of my cheeks, a little tiny bit on my nose, and then just a little bit there as well. And then again, good old beauty blender, I'll just go in and dab it in, just to give it a little bit more of an extra glow. And then sometimes I will go in and just put a bit like on the top of my eyebrows too, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going in with the sort of the rest that's on the beauty blender. Okay, so that's my face done. Next up, I am going to go in with eyebrows. Now, I know a lot of people start off with eyebrows. Again, not me. Some of you out there might think I do this in a weird order, but I've always done my face first and then my eyebrows second. I'm not really sure why, to be fair. But I did actually have my eyebrows tinted a few weeks ago, as you all know. So I don't actually need to put too much on my brow. I'm really loving the Refy brow stuff at the minute. Is it Refy? Refy? I think that's what it's called, the Jess Hunt one. So I use the Refy pencil. The little spoolie that I've got on the end's gone a little bit minging now, so I just use the spoolies that I've got. But what I'll do is I'll just go in and sort of brush my brows up to start with, and then, like I say, I would literally, I don't know how I'm going to do this in the camera, so I'm probably going to look over there, but I literally just sort of pencil in around the bottom where I want it. Like I say, I've not really done much, and then just around the top where I've just got a little bit of gap just there, and like I said, just sort of pencil them in like so. As you can see, it doesn't really make much of a difference. I'm actually quite lucky in the sense I have got quite a lot of hair on my eyebrow. A few years ago, I actually got my eyebrows microbladed. This was way back, so this was like, what, 5 years ago, I want to say, I got my eyebrows microbladed. Before I had them done, honestly, I had their eyebrows, you know, where they're like a square, they're so thin. Because when I was younger, I happy plucked them. I'm just going to keep doing this one while I talk. So yeah, like I say, 5 years ago, I got my eyebrows microbladed. Hang on just 2 seconds, because I can't do this and talk, it seems. Yeah, so like I was saying, I got my eyebrows microbladed, and honestly guys, it was the best thing I ever did. I'm just going to go in and brush them with the spoolie again. It was the best thing I ever did, because what it allowed them to do was it allowed my hair to grow over the tattoo, if you get what I mean. So imagine before they were really thin, really thin eyebrows, and then I got them tattooed on. She made them a lovely shape, and then obviously the hair then grew over the tattoo, and because when I was tweezing them and stuff after that, I tweezed around the tattoo, I didn't sort of pluck them off in the wrong places, if you get what I mean. That was a godsend for me. I'm now just going to go in with the Refy, I think that's what it's called, but I'm going to go in with the brow gel. Looks a little bit like glue. And I'm just going to brush the brows up. So yeah, like I say, I got them microbladed, and then you're meant to get them topped up sort of every year, just to obviously make sure that they stay. So for me, I got them done, and then I think it's like 5 weeks later you're meant to go back and get them topped up, which I did, and then you're meant to go back every year after that. So I went back the year after, and then I never went back because the hairs then grew over the tattoo. So then when I plucked them around the tattoo, so then obviously the tattoo fades, hence why you have to go back every year. And now I've probably got no tattoo left on my brow at all. Like I say, it was 5 years ago. So honestly, one of the best things that I ever did, because it just allowed my hair to grow naturally over the top, which I'm so grateful for. So I'd had this product for so long, and I was looking at all the videos and things, and I was thinking, where is the little spoolie bit? Like, why have I not got that in the set? Because I'm pretty sure that that's what I got. It's on the lid of the eyebrow glue. What the hell? And I was like, oh my god, Emily, that is typical you. And then I went to my friend's the other day, and I was doing my brows, and she was like, where's that from? And I was like, give me a thing. And then I showed her, and she's like, oh my god, I never knew that. So maybe it wasn't just me, but I am just going to go in with a little spoolie now and just sort of brush them up. But yeah, for anyone that was thinking the same, probably no one, it's on the lid of the eyebrow gel. So usually then, after I've done my brows, I would then go with my mascara, but I actually got my lashes LVL'd about 2 weeks ago, so I've not actually been wearing mascara because I just found that this has worked really, really well for me. So what I will do instead, just because I'm not wearing mascara at the moment, I'll go in with a different spoolie. These are all off eBay, just for anyone who cares. I got a big pack of them for like less than £5, and I'll just go in and brush the lashes up on both sides, just to make sure they're all upright and pointing in the right direction. Usually I would use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillar Top Mascara, which is absolutely amazing, but I also really, really like the L'Oreal, is it Telescope Mascara? I'll leave the link in the description down below, but the L'Oreal Telescopic, something like that mascara is really good, and that's obviously L'Oreal, so it's not that expensive. But if you are wanting more of like a luxurious mascara, then the Charlotte Tilbury Pillar Top one is also equally as good. But like I say, I'm not going to put anything on my lashes today because, like I say, I got them LVL. So the final step, yes, the final step, you're probably thinking, what about this? What about this? In regards to lips, I use the MAC Strip Down Liner. Am I going to be able to do this on camera? And then I'll just, as well, pencil it like on my lip a little bit. So as you can see, I've gone round and then I'll just pencil it in. So that's the MAC Strip Down one. And then for lip gloss, I use this NYX, is that how you say it? NYX Butter Gloss lip gloss in the shade Creme Brûlée. This is the sort of shade that it is. Really, really nice. And then just put this over the top. And it smells and tastes, may I just add, really, really nice. Also, can I just say, if I've been looking there the whole way, it's just because I'm using a viewfinder as a little bit of a mirror. I have got a mirror behind me as well, but I'm trying to just use this so that you can see a bit more up close and personal. So they're the lips. Again, not expensive, under £10 at least. Really, really good lip gloss. They have loads of different colours as well. But that is my makeup complete. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push you back a little bit so you can see my hair again. And we are going to brush out the curls, which as you can see have dropped quite a bit. So we're going to take the clips out, and I'm just literally going to start brushing through the hair. For anyone who cares, the brush that I use is just one from Beauty Works. It's just really good for extensions, for anyone that has hair extensions. As you can see, as you brush it out, it just leaves a really nice sort of bouncy wave, should we call it? And then once I've done that, just to sort of finish the hair off, I will go in with a little bit of serum. So the serum that I use is the Beauty Works one. This has lasted me so long. I've had this well over a year now. It's such a good serum, and you don't need too much of it either. And I'll just go through the hair, and this just for me, gets rid of like any stray hairs, any sort of frizziness, and it smells of watermelon, so it's a really nice sort of summery scent. I love the smell of watermelon. So that is going to go ahead and end today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the start, I'm no expert in hair, makeup or skincare, but this is just what I do to achieve this look. So if you have enjoyed it, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if there is any other videos that you'd like us to do, then please pop them in the comments down below. And like I said at the beginning, if you would like me to do like an updated skincare, if you would like to see me curl my hair with the straighteners, again, just let me know and I can definitely film them for you. But thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye!